Welcome to Leonard's Music. This is the oboe assembly and maintenance video. When you first get your oboe, open the case, pull back the velvet flap, and you'll see the parts of your oboe: the upper joint, the lower joint, and the bell. To assemble your oboe, take the upper joint out of the case, as well as the lower joint. Place these two together. It is important to make sure that the bridge keys line up, just like that. Next, you want to put the bell joint onto the body. If the cork is dry, it may be hard to get each joint together. We can help this by adding cork grease. When applying the cork grease, you want to use as little as possible. Apply the cork grease and rub it into the cork with your finger. Again, you want to use as little cork grease as possible here, but use enough to cover the cork. Then, attach the section. For the bell section, again, we have another bridge key here, and we want to make sure that these two components line up. Finally, we want to put our reed onto the oboe. The reed is located in its designated spot in the oboe case. It is important to always keep your reed in its protective covering to ensure that it doesn't crack or chip. Place your reed into the receiver here. Again, you may need to use cork grease here. Make sure that the reed is flat side facing the thumb levers here on the back of the oboe. To disassemble, take the reed out, put it back into its protective case. Next, remove the bell and disassemble the upper joint from the lower joint, again being careful of the bridge keys. The oboe case has designated spaces for the upper joint and the lower joint, and also for your bell and all of the accessories. In order to maintain your oboe, it's important that you swab it after each time you play. To do this, use an oboe swab. The oboe swab has a weight on one end, which you can use to put through each section of the oboe. Get the weight, let it fall all the way through each section. It is important not to let the swab bunch up at the top as it goes through. This can cause it to get stuck. If the swab does get stuck, call Leonard's Music and schedule a repair. Be sure to swab each part of the oboe: the upper joint, the lower joint, and the bell. This will keep moisture from building up in your instrument. Before closing your case, it is important to return the velvet flap back over your oboe. This will make sure that the case closes properly. Never stand your oboe up on a table on its bell, or on a chair, or leave it on a stand. This can cause damage to the mechanisms of the oboe, and it is not covered by your rental contract. Never leave your reed on the oboe. Leaving the reed on the oboe will shorten the life of the reed and also can cause mold to grow. When you are finished playing, Always take off the reed and put it in a protective case. Please do not use any polishes or cleaners on your oboe. They can damage the mechanisms and the pads as well as the finish. Please do not put any stickers on the case or on the oboe itself. Also, never use any adhesives or pliers on your instrument. If there is a problem, call us right away and we will repair it. Most oboe swabs are not intended to be pulled through the oboe. If a swab is stuck, do not try to remove it. Call us and we will repair the stuck swab. Please do not store music or books in your oboe case. This can lead to damage on the instrument. We have provided a black Leonard's music bag, which is great for storing books and music. Do not bring your instrument to another music store or have your teacher try to fix it. Do not attempt home repairs. Damaged from unauthorized work or repairs will not be covered. Please be sure to bring your instrument to one of our trained professionals for service.